Welcome back to BYU Sports Nation Live in Studio B. It is baseball season, baby. Coming up next week, BYU gets the season going. And to introduce the Cougars of 2025, we'll talk to head coach Trent Pratt and closer Stone Cushing. Great to have you guys in the studio.
Thanks for having us.
I can't believe it's time, but it always jumps up on us in early February, and here we go. Trent, how you feeling about this season's team?
Good. I know practice has been great. Good group of guys, some experience back, and man, this group loves each other. You can tell when they come to practice every day. They like being around each other. We love being around them, and so, man, that's usually a good sign, and we're just kind of ready to play some with another jersey on. Sick of seeing each other. You
feeling the love too, Stone?
Absolutely. Yeah, it's hard not to when you're around the guys every day like that.
Look, the last couple of days, it's felt like baseball season around here. We've been outside, but
right?
60 degrees.
50s,
nice.
60s?
We pray for those days in early March.
Yes, we do.
We pray for those days in April.
They will go away.
Yeah. We think of a 52-game journey, and we'll start at a Valentine's Day next week down in Fresno. That means that your arm's got to last a long time. How's the off-season been to get ready?
It's been good. It's been good. Since we've gotten back, we've been working really hard. I mean, it feels like I'm working a full job. I get here in the morning, don't leave till 5, and so it's been good. I mean, we've been killing it in the weight room, killing it on the field, working on a lot of things, that just getting us mentally prepared for the season.
Let's talk about some exciting news with Miller Park, Trent. There's going to be some new renovations, some additions. What can you tell us is being announced right now?
Man, it's awesome. Thankful to our administration and the donors that made it happen. Down our left field line, they're expanding the stadium and putting 4 batting tunnels underneath that. Man, it'll be a huge addition to our field and for our players as far as development and recruiting. It's been needed, and man, it's cool to see it getting built. A big hole in the ground right now, but those renderings make it look really sweet.
So when will this be ready?
I think they say like this summer, so it'll be
after
ready,
the season,
be ready
for
us
year.
to like start working on next fall.
And then you're going to put seats along the top, right? And expand that out.
I think they're expanding that and kind of those VIP tickets. So have a place to host them down there, and so no, we're excited about it, and our players are excited to see the construction every day and something new, and we're just kind of ready for it to happen.
Oh, yeah, I was over there yesterday. They're not messing around.
No, they're out there working hard
out
every
there.
day.
I think they want to get it done by opening day.
That'd be fine with us.
What does that mean as a player, Stone, to have the facility upgraded like that?
I mean, it's huge. It's huge for, as he said, recruiting. I mean, when guys come to our field, they want to see what we have to offer, and if we have more, I mean, that's just a better chance we have of landing some of the higher caliber players across the country. So it's huge for them. It's huge for us, just having an area that we can just have right next to us where we can go. I mean, we can pitch in there, we can throw it, we can hit in there. I mean, it's huge. It's huge having just more space to do our thing.
I know your teammates call you Cush because you're kind of laid back until you get the ball in your hands, and you're going to have the ball in his hands a lot. How do you plan on using this guy? Led the Big 12 in saves last year, but I know that you kind of want to move him around a little bit.
We just want to use him in any high leverage situation we can. There were some series last year where maybe there wasn't a save opportunity, so he didn't throw, or we threw one inning on the weekend, and we want to make sure that we use him anytime we get. So it could be the 7th. Hey, we need a big strikeout with the right-hander coming up. Man, Stone, you can give Stone the ball and let him go get a couple outs for us and bridge it till the 9th. And we feel like we have some guys that can come in and get in the 9th, or obviously if there's a chance for a save opportunity, he's done it and he's good at it. So we'll use him in there and get that slider going like it is right here.
Stone, when you watch these highlights of yourself, do you think, man, I'm pretty good? Look at those strikes.
I get a little
those guys
adrenaline.
Can't touch me.
I get a little adrenaline watching
You should feel
that.
pretty good watching that for
Fired
sure.
up, yelling into the
mitt. I
mitt.
yelled there.
Good.
Luckily, no mic was on.
There we go.
How do you stay ready? Because as a reliever in high leverage situations, as Trent mentioned, you've got to deliver. So how do you kind of keep the heartbeat at a certain pace, yet get fired up and use that to your advantage?
Well, it's all about being able to kind of flip on that switch, and especially for me last year where I didn't have to flip it on until maybe the 8th inning some games. You just kind of got to find a way to stay locked in the whole game. If you find yourself sitting around chatting for 8 innings, you're not going to be ready to throw in the 9th. So it's about being able to flip on that switch and just turn on that mentality like on a dime like that. And so, I mean, you just got to have something little in the bullpen or on your way to the bullpen that just helps you kind of get yourself fired up. And I feel like I've had a pretty easy time of getting myself fired up pretty quick. So
I see that at 9:59 in the morning with Dave. When we do the show, the switch goes on.
You have to. You have to flip the switch.
Like, why is your right eye blinking so much?
So everyone loves strikeouts. They love home runs. You got Easton Jones back at third base, big-time home run hitter, and he's ready to go. I saw him yesterday. Looks like he's gearing up.
It looks good. He's made a bunch of improvements. He's worked hard. That's the thing about Easton is he's there early, stays late, and he wants to be good. He's driven to be good, and the cool thing about him is he's the same all the time. Whether he's playing good or bad, when you look in the dugout, if he's having a bad day, you wouldn't know he's on the top step, picking his teammates up. He's having a good day, he's the same. And, man, we expect big things out of Easton this year and kind of build off what he did last year.
He can go to both fields, but he's got that swing, that home run swing that drives that ball over to the Marriott Center a couple times last year.
That bus has got to watch out next time. It almost hit it. What's better about this team this year?
I think we're a year older. We were really young last year, inexperienced, and I mean, it'd be tough to find a team younger than us last year playing a bunch of freshmen and sophomore.
Right.
So I think just guys knowing what to expect. They've been around each other for a year, and, man, they generally like each other. You can see when they come to the field, they genuinely like being at the field and like being around each other. So I think the big is just experience, and they know what to expect this year. And I think that's a big thing. Just, being older and knowing what to expect it will help us win some more games.
How does that translate into how you're going to pitch?
I mean, like he said, we have a lot of guys around us who maybe didn't know what to expect going into the Big 12 last year, who kind of got smacked in the face right off the bat, and it was hard to bounce back from that. This year, I feel like every player on our team knows exactly what they're doing right now. They know their role. They know how to get outs. They know how to pitch in the Big 12. They know how to pitch in big situations. They know how to hit in big situations, and that's going to help us a lot this year. Kind of just stepping up to the plate and not feeling like the lesser guy and feeling like we have what it takes to take it to some of these bigger schools.
Yeah.
Talking to Stone Cushing, closer for BYU baseball, head coach Trent Pratt. Do you look at football for inspiration? They're picked 13th. They have a heck of a season to where it's like, hey, we can do this. We can be one of the top teams in the league.
100%. I remember talking to Kalani at a coaches meeting. He goes, the big thing, like our guys love each other. They believe they can win. I think that is a big thing. You can see other teams have been doing it. So obviously our kids can look at that and say, like, man, why not us? Like, we can do the same type of thing. And man, it was awesome to watch that season and cheer them on and see how good they did. And now we can keep building off that. And
I love seeing other athletes at other games.
Yeah.
So the football team, they'll show up to your games and you guys are there. Like, I love that crossover. We're going to see that this year.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
One of the greatest golfers in the history of this place and in the world has a grandson who's one of your pitchers, who's the only freshman on the pitching staff, but good enough where we're going to see him this year. And we're talking about 6'3" Owen Miller. What do you project for this guy?
Man, he throws strikes, and that's a big thing. If you're on our staff and you can throw strikes, you're going to have a chance to pitch. And Owen, he's pretty even-keeled, man. He fastball, and he's got a really good changeup. And so he pounds the strike zone, so he's got a chance to lock some innings for us.
Is everybody even-keeled, or do you have a crazy guy in the pen or among the staff?
You're the crazy
Are you the
guy.
crazy guy?
Next to us right
You're
here.
the crazy guy? You need one Mitch
This
Williams
is crazy
from the
right
Phillies.
here.
That's right. Not yet. Give me 8 days.
No, it's good to have. You need both guys. We need someone that can fire people up. And in Stone's role, like, he's going to come with some emotion, which he needs, which is good. And he's done a good job of controlling it. And, man, he's going to be awesome this year.
Well, we can't wait for the start of the season. I know Dave will be calling some of the games on BYU Radio to start the year, which will be awesome. And we can't wait for you to be Road Warriors and then come back and play in Provo coming up in a bit. So best of luck next week when the season begins. Thanks for coming in studio, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Great to have you
Trent
here.
Pratt,
guys.
Stone Cushing.